Good morning, good morning. Hey, good morning, Sister Cynical One. How you doing? If you can hear me, press one. If you can hear me, press one. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Well, good morning. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media, best in the business. Shout out to the miss. This is the ninth Sunday conversation with the number one grinder hashtag family, hashtag the true 2025. Shout out to my underrated one family. Hope everybody is doing well. Keep it up, keep it up. Let's keep on standing for the truth and fight for it. Very much important. Let's keep on doing that. Stand firm in it. Shout out to No Duck Zone Podcast family. Shout out to y'all. Keep up the fine work. Keep up the fine work. Shout out to hashtag TWT family. Keep up the fine work. Keep up the fine work. Shout out to the mighty LEBC. That's that flying stand boxing community, also basketball community. Shout out to brothers there. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. You know. So we here. Like brother CC, we here. So shout out. Hope everybody doing fine today. Hope everybody doing fine today. Today makes the end of the weekend. Start another week. So we gotta get us back together. So we can attack this other week. So we can get through it. I hope everybody doing fine. Hope we get some people come on the panel so we can talk. And I was thinking this morning about God's creation. Sun, moon, stars, all that. Trees. How it changed colors. Animals. Us as human beings. How we treat each other. Stuff like that. And sometimes us as human beings, we don't pay attention to the little things. We don't. We don't pay attention to conversation enough. Say good morning. How you doing? Everything all right? How can I assist you? Or just listen. wherever you going through, everything gonna be all right. I will pray for you. No matter what, I'm here. Stuff like that. So I never know what the next person going through. We don't. We don't. Never know. They probably put a smile on their face and at the same time they go through hell. We'll pray for them though. God pray for them. Get through it. You know? I'm gonna I was thinking about I didn't say think about it, but I want to do a lot. Talk about God, give us a certificate. I don't know how to go about doing it. I know it sounds but I got to figure it out. I'm thinking about doing a live about do what I've just said sometime next week. I don't think it's gonna be no, it ain't gonna be no panel discussion, no. But I'm thinking about it. Um, that's why wherever I have, I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and but at the same time, keep on improving. You know, sometimes we hear people, man, I don't have this and that. I said, man, be grateful what you have. Yeah, some people wish they could be where you at now. I can learn that from. Hey, Vimos, I ain't see you in a while. Well, good morning, brother. How you doing? Welcome back. Hope everything's well with you and the family. Glad to see you. But you man saying now, I said, look what you got. And then also there's some ain't grateful, they like just settle. But they fail to understand to give the like, make sure that God made it happen. Sometimes we fail to understand that. Whatever I do, I get up in the morning. I'm fine. I'm sorry to hear about that. Let me know through the email what you're going through, brother. Shoot me an email. I appreciate you too and your family. Definitely will pray for you, your family. But they don't put God first. They don't acknowledge God first. I know that when I have a conversation with God, I don't have to worry about being judged. I don't have to worry about getting my conversation. My conversation don't count. Or what my thoughts on that? Let me get this thought out first, brother. I'm gonna answer that. I feel at ease because no God had heard me. You know, I know when I'm in the room or wherever, God gonna listen to me. And you know, you have to understand that. Now to answer your question, brother, thanks for being patient. Duke was a better. I mean, Houston was a better team. Houston know how to finish. When they were down like 8 or 9 points, a minute something left, you know, dude, you supposed to put them away. Houston's a great team. Now Florida beat Auburn, but cause I thought I was gonna see I thought the championship was gonna be Houston and Auburn, but you know Houston and Florida, yeah, but Houston got something to prove. You know, so Duke look, hey, Duke don't know how to finish. They came back and beat him. Yeah. Well, March Madness, that's what it is. Anything can happen, but yes, sir. We get back to the game, but Florida and Houston, that's gonna be a pretty good game, but I'm picking Houston. Houston knocking on that door. I believe Houston gonna be. I think Houston gonna pull out. They're good. They're a good team. Not taking. I'm not taking away from Florida, but they're a good team. Well, yeah, what I'm saying. That's why we see. I got you. I hear you. I'm taking Houston too. Also, I was thinking about this morning. You know, people have to deal with a lot of things on themselves. Helping a lot of people. No, yeah, some people don't even have families. Should pray for them. Help them get through the day. Even when they have families, still pray for them too. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, so I look and I think, then say my prayers. You know, just do. Hold on. Sneezing. Might make some tea, hot tea. But never think that it's all about you. Never think it's just all about your family, all about your friends. But put God first. You know. I know there are some people sometimes they don't like talking about it because it's not interested enough. Oh, you sound preachy and stuff like that. You know? Nah. Everything in life is in order. Gotta be structured in order. And God got to be first. He just we just cannot think, cannot feel that, oh, I believe in God, but I'm but I'm doing but I'm treating genuine people wrong. Or you think you get away with murder. Or I'm sorry, you get ready. Oh yeah, I can do this. Nothing gonna happen to me. Oh yes, it is. If you're not, oh you repent and ask forgiveness. No, because you know why, fam? Because I have to understand that myself. You know, I have to understand that myself. I have to understand that while I'm on this earth, God, through my late parents, I had to understand where the source came from. There's people said, "Oh, it's God." I don't know why. And this man, you know, come on, knock it off with that. Knock it off with that. Knock it off with that. No, because if we put God first and we rely on God, yeah, we gotta do our part, right? We gotta do our part, keep ourselves going and help others. You know that action, yeah. But if we put God first, we say that. That means we have to acknowledge what we do wrong. We got to acknowledge how we treat people wrong. We have to acknowledge that sometimes, like we treat a person a certain way or stuff like that. We gotta tell them the truth. Or if we see somebody that do something wrong, the only way they probably don't even know it. That's true. We gotta sit down and let them know. Listen, you do something wrong, but I can show you the way how to go about doing it. I mean, how to help you to assist you. I mean, that's why, like, no. I have to understand this too. I got to learn from this too. There are quite a few people always want to say something wrong with you. They better look at themselves. I have to understand that too. Trust me, I have to understand too. Understand it too. And one way or the other, it's gonna come out. Good morning, sis. Yeah, you know, the next one they to check on. And so that's why it's so important. Yes, as us as human beings, we got to try. It's hard to do things God's way. It is. You know, people say that's easy. It's not easy. No, it's not. No, it's not easy because we still got that. We got that rebellious self in us, and we just no, no. And then probably must sometimes you feel probably feel that we not good enough. You know, but God's merciful. Jehovah's merciful. Jehovah understand. Just try, bro. And that's what people feel understand. Just try. You know? Just try. Hold on, friend. Let me take my tea out. I'm back. Before I continue, let me make this announcement. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. This is a nice Sunday conversation with no one grinder. Hashtag family, hashtag the true 2025. And we up in here, you know, just talking. Hope people come through. We got a conversation. Got some mint tea, put a little honey in it. Right spot. I just want to say certain things on my mind. Kill time. But no matter what you going through, God always gonna be there. It's got to trust. I know as human beings, it's hard to do. It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to. It really is. No, it's hard. No. I might have some surprises for y'all this week coming up on the channel. Watch out for us. I might. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed yet. But I might. So watch out for that and everything. So, but the most important thing is that keep on the fight. Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to change shirts. I don't like how that shirt look. I had to change shirts. But everything I'm saying goes for me too. Goes for me too. Yeah. Cause it's hard. It's hard. People don't know it's hard. You know, I'll be doing shopping or do laundry or out, out of town, and I see people, excuse me, not happy. Seeing people walking like zombies, like young and old, ones less fortunate. Some, pray. Especially as a black man, hey, I pray. Excuse me, I pray. Like, yo, when I travel, put my kid in the door. It's real. You know? And it's very important, you know, very important. Right. But NCAA championship is set for the men's. Looks like it's gonna be Houston and Florida. Like I said, well, I'll pick Houston. But Florida ain't no slouch now. Be Auburn. No, Florida ain't no slouch now. So I'll pick, but I'm picking Houston though. Yes, I'll pick Houston. Picking Houston. But to get back what I'm saying is we see some pastors acting crazy. Y'all know what the name is, and you got some that ain't perceiving that God want to be. They still preaching God's word, and we got people in this world and talking about it shouldn't make a difference. That's how they live their life and everything. I mean, how they live their life, what do you mean? Must live their life where they want to. Oh, you're a judge. I'm going by what the Bible says. But these are the same people that want to people pray on God, judging. What the Bible says. You got some people want to put their own interpretation of the Bible, God's word. I mean, I remember years ago there was God. He was pastor. He was gay, and he said, "Gay, the way I like." Well, but you know what the Bible says about sin is right. He said, "Yeah, yeah, but God accept me." I said, "You sure God accept me?" All human beings accept you. Man, look. Can't bring that to me. God made me as a man. I'm not. And it was like a heated discussion between me and him. But I was calm. I was heated at first. I said, let me calm down because you know, he was on another attitude, and I said, nah, I ain't gonna touch that. But he knows what I said. It's right. And so You got people that are scarred. You got people, all that. But I tell y'all need to be careful. You got people in church, at times they still predators. Man and some man, some woman. It's true. And they using the Bible for their benefit instead of God's benefit. No, can't do that, but sometimes you got some people say, they gotta. There's a old saints that they gotta know the truth. You could show them, but they have to know the truth, not their truth, not your truth. They gotta know the truth. And it's the most important thing. I might have a few minutes. I might have to throw on my hoodie. Cause I'm chilling. But seriously. Throw on my hoodie. Yeah, but I'm glad that you're here. Glad that y'all here. And come on in. Come on in. Come on in, family. Come on in. Come on in. And the ones that is traveling right now, please be safe. Please be safe, family. Whatever y'all do, please be safe. Please be safe. Because we don't want nothing to happen to you. No, even the ones travel back home or whatever. We don't want nothing to happen to you. So hang in there, y'all. Yeah. No. Don't say family, just sometimes we want to give up. Don't give up. The trust in God. Don't give up. Nobody knows what you're trying to do is right. Don't give up. I don't want you to give up. You will fight. I was listening to this song, just like the Lafayette Afro man. They made a song. It's an instrumental named "Brighter Light." Oh, that song. Oh goodness, that song is instrumental. Lafayette Afro man. They got some joints on there that they even like hip hop. They did samples from that band. I believe that band is originally from Texas and stuff. They was on a small record label. They never really made it big that they should, but that band, oh my god, it's like a funk band, R&B, but you could also hear other stuff from pop, how they play in jazz and blues and stuff. This band is the this is the truth. Yeah, Lafayette Afro band. I believe they're from Texas, I think. No, but they played they with this instrumental named Brighter Light. No, so not Brighter Light, it's Darker Light. I'm sorry, pardon me. It's darker light. Matter of fact, it's over 6 minutes, but got the horn said. Yeah, they the sample they got it from them. Darker light, Lafayette Afro band. It all get hit, the horn, the brass, all of that. The bass is funky. Oh, guitar riffs. It's something. It's something. I'm telling y'all, it is. Still waiting for some people to come through. Y'all want to hear a little? I got this. I got this information from Sister 183307. Thank you for letting me know that. I can play like a minute. Let me look for it. I'm going to mute it. I'll be right back in a few seconds. All right, hold on. I'm going to play a minute. All right? They got to cut it off. A minute. That's all I can play. That's all I can play. But that's darkest light. That song, woo, that. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on for 1 second, family. Hold on. Ooh. Yeah, like I said, let me see. Let me see. I'll tell you. I can tell y'all. Hold on 1 second, fam. I'm sorry. The name of the band, I said the Lafayette Afro band. It's a Lafayette Afro rock band. Lafayette Afro rock band, and I believe they form in Texas. But you hear African Afro sounds and everything. But they the truth. Like I said, it's they can believe like 6 minutes 34 seconds. Yeah, but the name is Darkest Light. Oh, it's funky. It's funky. It's funky. Cause when I first heard it, I hear the horn. I said, I heard it like this. But I knew they made it, but I wasn't sure. I said, oh, they did it. Okay. Let's go. That the horns is. I tell you like this though. Whatever's gonna happen in the future, my intro, I want that beat. I want that beat. Oh, that beat hot. The beat like I believe it's like about 50, 54 years old. Similar to me more than that. So 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 yeah, well, I like old beats. I like um orchestration. No, I like instrumentals and stuff. I like singing. Yeah, that's what I grew up on. So I like long versions. That gets me going. But I'm telling you like this: when you hear this beat, it gets you going. Sure it does. But come on in, family. Come on in. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secret on social media, the best of the business. You better believe that. And this is the ninth Sunday conversation with the number one grinder. Hashtag family and also hashtag the truth 2025. Welcome, welcome. So come through. Yeah. You know, you know. Hold on for 1 sec. I'll get some more tea. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to still figure. See, I spilled some stuff. Oh man, I gotta clean it up. But I did not forget about y'all. Did not forget about y'all. Yeah, but hopefully we can get some people on today so we could talk. I mean, I know there are some people wants to get things out and you know. So come on in so we can get stuff out. Get some stuff out. But get back to the NCAA men. I think Florida against Houston. That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game. If Florida knocked out, Auburn. That's gonna be a game. I mean, I ain't even check it out, but Florida got something to prove. Anything can happen, but I still say Houston. They've been knocking on the door for the last few years, and I know we remember the five slammer jammers years ago, but I tell you, I watched Houston lose. They got some players. They got some players. They got some players that are they can score. That's a big man can score. They play great defense. You know, and then they got a very and I noticed that to watch Houston each year. I see they bench really improve. They got a pretty good bench too. So um, I'm very impressed at Houston. I'm very impressed at University of Houston. Yeah. So let's see what happens. Shout out to brother T Price. His channel, his YouTube channel, Old Head Podcast. Please check him out. Great work for me throughout the years. Knew the brother 10+ years. Always get it done. We not just talk about sport, but you talk about other things too, like me. And so he encouraged me, to watch college basketball again. And I appreciate that. I tell you, I talk of y'all. I don't mean to brag, but I know quite a few stuff, different things. I guess that's why my channel is so diverse. Stuff. You may say I know everything. No, I don't, but I know some stuff. I really think, you know, boy, being born and raised in New York helps you that too. It really does. And it makes you. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying other places don't make you. I'm not saying that, but born and raised in New York makes you think quick. It makes you experience different things. And my parents, and I thank my late parents for that. And so I'm happy with that. And to learn to deal with different things too. You know, God's willing. God's willing. I be 59, 4. You know, and I'm working. See that. And next year I be 60. That's gonna be a trip, y'all. Me, the number one grinder, let me 60. You know, and sometimes that could be the black man, especially as a black man, we don't live long. You know, there are some men who live long too. You go to Messi, the father lived to see 70, and that's a blessing, right there. You know, that's a blessing. So shout out to him. So yeah, I see 70. My only he got me. Yeah, he be 60. My brother Mark, he be 65. Come think about it. Yeah. So, and we got some members in 860. My first cousin died. Some of my first cousins already up to 60. You know, think about it. We get up there. My oldest sister, she be 62. Oh yeah, I got my oldest sister for that, and she, she over 70, I think. And yeah, I was for that over 70. Yeah. So I so that I'm gonna move up there too, right? But, it's a blessing though. Yeah, I do that family, when they that's a blessing though. It's a blessing. So start out, find out, I don't hear my family. But shout out to my brothers and sisters. And shout out to my first kids. And shout out to the family. Because I'm think about it, yeah, I'm like, well, we have the brothers and sisters and first parents. Second one, but he no longer, you know. And I'm young. I was the youngest. And I'm in 59. I'm rare. That is the triple family. But it's a blessing, though. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, That's why I said never take nothing for granted, So never take nothing for granted. So learn to eat right, stay true whenever you need rest, eat rest. You know. And when you get older, I remember I talked me and my older sister Vanessa, we had this talk like years ago. And she always said, brother, when you get older, you have to learn to say no. This is a big situation, though. You gotta learn to say no. Like, older, certain days you ain't gonna do crap as you was before. You gotta learn to say no. And I remember we had a talk years, and I said, "Lord, no, you know what I mean? So you gotta say no." And I said, they get mad. That's all I'm doing. I pay attention to the Bible. She said, "You see me, right?" I said, "That's all. My only sister Vanessa is telling you no, no. I'm not doing it." Yeah, brother Jesse, how you doing? Grand rising for you, man. Grand rising for you, man. If you want to come up, let me know. If not, I understand, man. But we just talking, man. Like, yeah, reminisce, talk about God, reminisce some stuff, but like I said, despite I'm not close to family, I just, you know, I swear. So if you want to come up, you have to let me know. But I send a link through my chat. Send a link to the email that I ain't putting on no chat. Yeah, but very important. How's the other half doing? Great show yesterday. What we done. I still say if you can hear me, press one. Hear me, press one. I still say this. Hope we can get them up here. Okay. Anytime. Okay, I mean, when you want to come up, let me know. If you want to come up, let me know. Then, serving our community. Thank you. Thanks for serving our community, brother. Thanks for serving our community. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Us as people, we put in that work, and They don't want to announce it, man. Thank you. Rick, I appreciate you. You know, man, some don't tell. I appreciate you. So I put in that work, man. You know, because you know there are some people they want to put in the work. This good for no, I want to look at me, but you put in that work to serve our people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than that. You know, a lot of people feel understand. You know, we got to take care of others instead of our own. And I'm not going to apologize to serve our community, serve our people. I'm not going to apologize for that. All that. Not so. We got, brother like Jesse, what he doing? Other people, we got to salute them because it's not easy to serve our people. It's not easy. It's not. Sometimes you don't get the financial part that we should, but still serve our community. You know, that's why, like in our community, we still got the food, our food banks. We got to fill those food up, y'all. We got to fill them up. We got to serve our community. You know, so I think that's the one that I do miss about New York. I mean, like certain parts of New York, they certain churches have food, and certain banks, and then sometimes they tell you, well, you can go over here and get some meats or canned goods and stuff. I miss that, and sometimes you get too much, you give it to other people, you're still in our community. You know what I mean? I do miss that about New York. That was years ago. I don't know how it should be the same, but, I remember one. This is when I was married. This was when I was married. I met was one time a brother named King. He lived out in the projects. He lived like around the other side of the hallway. And he said, "Yeah, man, I be going to get some food. Sometimes I be, leave here for like 6 or 7. I get home like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Sometimes 5 o'clock. Go here, there, everything." And he said, "What I need?" I said, "You need a shopping cart." So I went and got me a shopping cart. The shopping cart that me and the ex-wife had wasn't working on it because I didn't get a new shopping cart. He knocked on the door. I was ready. He said, "Yeah, we're talking," and it was beautiful though because we was talking and it was considered a block cross town, but we walked it and everything. And we was on the line. He introduced me to people, and it was a beautiful time. All our people serving. We had some people that in church, they actually, whoa, why they come here and stuff. We supposed to get it first, and then it's later. Hey, hold, they're part of the party car community now. Let's not have that, And I was like, yeah, I said, wow, that's how some people in church is, and that's what it's all about. And it's like, yeah, so you gotta fill out this form, and they have you, you gotta listen to the word and stuff, pray and all like that, So all right, and so and it was good, and so he already knew the people, so he said I have to go first because they know me, but don't worry about it. And he already told them about me, and then it was 3 groups. But it was a big church, a lot of people there. So he said so the guy said, "No, I want you." God thought I was supposed to be the third person. He said, "No, I want you to be part of second part because I like I talk to you and stuff like that." So when they called the second group, man, I had a lot of stuff. He said, "I want you to, he said, we already got the stuff fixed up for you." I said, "Yeah, yeah." Don't tell him, but I said, "I won't." And he gave me a lot of stuff. I said, wow, you know, case, canned goods, some meat, and you know. He said, "Yeah, we can go." He said, "Yeah, I already called some people up. They looking for y'all to get some more food. You gotta stay." And the other churches we went to, we had stayed there long. We stayed over an hour and a half. And I said, "Wow." And got some more stuff. And it was all right, like then we went to another church. They was giving out just cakes. And so all of them know each other. They said, "Yeah, they told me." And they said, They giving out some cakes, you know. So I you go straight there. Now that church like close to where we lived at. There was nobody, you know. I said, "What?" I said, well, last minute, if you get there, you get a lot of cakes and stuff. I said, cool. And we went there. So it was like from we got there like maybe something to eat. First church, we stayed there. We're about 3 or 4 churches. Came back, but the one with the cake, we had to wait because the one supposed to, the truck supposed to deliver the cakes, they are stuck in traffic, so we have to wait. So they had us to come in church and wait, and the other people have to wait, and they said, look, you know, as you don't, you know, like that. So me and him, we was in the church for like maybe like that good, maybe like good 3 4 hours. And the trucks came in. So, you gotta stay online. It ain't good, you know. Now there was a U-Haul truck, and they had crates of different types of cakes, you know. And these are good cakes too, you know. Wow. So, you know, the bag, the shop car is full. He said, man, man, just load them up, just load them up. Man, we load them things up, man. Got them cakes, tie the bag up to the shopper car on top. We just roll that thing. He said, hey man, you put some bull in us. And I don't think I'm coming out there. I'm tired. And so we was doing our cakes. There was a lot of cakes, man. We came there. It was beautiful, man. It's a serving community. So they said we got 6 for ourselves. You know, now we went to their house that night because they cooked dinner. Oh God, it was expensive. And you know, stuff that we got, it lasted us good about. Only thing we had to buy like meats. But everything else, it lasted about almost 7 8 months. No lie, family. No lie, family. That was great. That was some great times. You know, we were doing that for a while and everything. So that's what Jesse go to the food bank, you know. It reminds me of that, you know. God serve community, even sometimes you don't even feel right. That's serve. No? Because it's not fun to be hungry, y'all. It's not fun to be hungry. I tell you that much. But shout out to brother Jesse doing that. Thanks for serving our community. Thanks for serving our. So it's very important. Yeah. How the weather up there? How the weather up in where you at, Jesse? How the weather up there is? How the weather up there is? Yep. I tell you, but Malafia Afro Rock Band, Darkest Light. I gotta hear that. You gotta hear that. They jamming on there, boy. Another 35 more minutes. We reaching the afternoon. Like I said, hopefully we can get some people on. But yeah, man. And sometimes, they know you. Sometimes they bring the food to your house. Yep. They sure did. Yep. Only once in a while, they come out here, for food or church and stuff like that. So they come out. Uh, Wait and see. The Knicks got the third seed of the Eastern Conference and stuff. So let's see what the Knicks going to do. Knicks my team, man. I'm a New Yorker, so that's how I go down. So I wish the Brooklyn Nets get themselves together though, because one day I like to see them in the Eastern Conference final fighting it out. It's good for the city and state. Yeah, go Nuggets. Yeah, another good thing to watch the car. If you want to come up, brother Jesse, let me know. Yeah, Nuggets a good team. Yeah. That was a good team, yeah. Okay. Well, great bill yesterday. Great bill yesterday. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm here. I'm here. I fixed something. I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah, so back what I'm saying though. Get back to you. We got to get back to two things, five minutes. We have to, you know. We got to get back doing that. No, we got to get back doing that. Yeah, but I forgot. I got because like yesterday, it was me, my brother here, and Sabaka, and we were talking about different things happened back in the days, for our community and stuff. You can still hear me, Jesse, on press one. I'm still here. I'm still here. Still here. Cooper Flag from Duke. He named the college player of the year. I mean, he's a good player though. But so congratulations to him. Yeah, though, but oh, I forgot to tell y'all, it was a special election in Florida last week for the Senate, and the Republican got 2 seats in Florida. I saw that. Yeah, so all right. They got 2 seats in Florida. They got 2 seats in Florida. Yeah, man. So that's crazy. You know. That's crazy. Got to clean this mess up, man. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, man. Shoot. Well, we back. We're back. We're back. But get back what I was talking yesterday. We were celebrate. I'm not to celebrate. We were acknowledge. Let's see, Lord. Friday. This past Friday makes 57 years that the late great Dr. Martin Luther King paid the price. I did it Friday, but I didn't scratch that because it was acting stupid. They're acting stupid. So I scratched it and we done it yesterday. It was me, my brother Jesse, and Sparker, And I was going through the internet, see other people doing it. Again, I mean, and some people probably do it, just can't see it. Probably do what they can see, but what do it? I say, hey, how anybody talk about this? How anybody talking about it? I ain't. How's that? You know? How's that? No? Crazy. It really is. But let me tell y'all this though. Certain things going down. There's certain people, voted. There was some white people they were talking about, some of them, that voted for Trump. It was actually white people that they look telling us this. Some of us on our side. Come and think of some of us on our side. Telling them like, look, they stay home. They tell us stay home. It's their fight. Because this person I was watching on TikTok, and it was this black white man. He was telling the truth. He said, when we march, we're gonna march it. We get hit by bombs, plastic bullets, all that. But when it comes to them, when they march, they don't get hit nothing. And so he said, no. He tells us, y'all stay home. Let them march. It's not your fight. And then I'm trying to find out there's quite a few white people have felt the same. They'll said the same thing. Tell us stay home. They said we don't want nothing to happen, yo. They actually because they feel like this. We the ones, he told something. We the ones voted him in, so we the ones should go on to demonstrations. Now, absolutely right. Now, some white women said the same thing too. So I gotta get them a shout out for them. I gotta give them a shout out. Gotta give them a shout out. Hey, look. I thought I turned it off. Like I said, hey, look. Told true. I gotta give him props for that. It's not easy what they say, but say you let them fight. And so y'all Hispanics that also voted for Trump, and 53% of white women that voted for Trump, y'all part of that too. Go up there too. Go up there. Y'all go right ahead. Yep, go ahead. Go right ahead. Be my guest. Yeah, nope. So we always when it comes to demonstrations and all that, we always be the front. Always be the front. How nobody don't look out for us. And that's what white people saying. Now, he said, let us do it. No, let us do it. Yep. Um, like I said before, I might have some surprises. Might have some surprises, so watch out for that. But if I have some surprise, most likely I'm not gonna that day. I might not do nothing in the morning, but be the afternoon and stuff. So, but I gotta like I said, I gotta reach out to some people, see what's up. Now I was thinking about back in the days, man. About about this time of the day. Like I said, I was raised Joe. Go to the keyboard about this time, get out, talk to the buses, change up. Sometimes, or sometimes too. We sometimes I'm gonna tell you sometimes. We used to go to our grandma's house on Saturdays. She had the whole family. That's our way to keep the family together. Sometimes she call us back over, say, "Y'all want to come back?" And sometimes moms be saying, don't make no sense to be playing. So, and my grandma, like she drove with us too. So sometimes our meetings usually like afternoon. So, but sometimes I remember it was one time. She came to the Kingdom Hall. I said, Grandma, what are you here for? She said, okay. I said, well, come on, Grandma. She favorite take the bus. Okay, she take the cab, but she always take the buses. Always take buses. Like my grandma, she gets around. My grandmother used to get around. So I take the bus. She I just want to surprise y'all like that. And so, I mean, once at that time we were to, she made a lot of, because at once she was sick. One grandma was sick. One was real sick. And she got a strep back. She made a lot of food. She made a lot of food. I said, God. I mean, she always made a lot of food. At that time, she made a lot of food. And she said, I want to come back home for me. And I remember, I believe Lamar, no, Lamar, no, Lamar wasn't. No, my late younger brother. Well, the one time I was the youngest. So she said, do you feel like, changing just no, we can go straight. I can play. Cause I remember the next day we had a half a day anyway, so I said, definitely. Man, I remember she went to King Hall, we did the balcony, and I think talked to a few brothers sisters, and we got in the car, grandma, when we left, we had we had so much food. Man. We had just playing around, stuff. That's one of the good times. That's what like when I was looking at the time, that reminded me of that. I said, oh snap. I remember my aunt, my aunt, my late uncle, all my first cousin they came back. It was packed though too, bro. Man, we celebrated like 2 days. All of us was in our, because they came with chemo, so all of us, we was nice. We was just dresses so like that, like it's like I had my double breasted suit, they tied handkerchief. Yeah. Look into, yeah. My second old brother, my late second old brother. Yeah, I was all right. I was all right. Yeah. We took a picture too. I don't know who had the pictures. I know somewhere in the family. I don't know. Cause I took a picture with my second oldest brother, my late second oldest brother, and I took a picture of my cousins, first cousins. Then I took a picture of my father, my late father. I don't know. I forgot who took the pictures, but not the breast. I was clean. No one grind was clean like that. Yeah, I'll tell you. Hey, look, I got some double breasted suits, some three piece. Yeah, I was all right. Yeah, I miss dressing like that too. I do. I miss dressing like that. Double breasted, two piece, like that, three piece. Yeah, sometimes this that. We get back. It's love shirt. I got to get some more shirts though. Get some more shirts. I got ties in there. All that dressed up. Yeah. I gotta get some more slacks. So like that. Clean everything. One day in the future, y'all see me over there with the top. Watch. Get my wardrobe straight like that. Yeah, yeah. Be like, oh, yeah. I do that real well. Yeah. Coordinate the colors. Yeah. Like, yo, what's up? Yo, playing that. Yeah. I can do that. I could do this. Yeah. Watch. Be like, yeah. Don't want the fool. What? Watch your seat. Watch your seat. Yep. Yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. Better believe that. This is the ninth Sunday conversation with the number one grinder. Hashtag family. Hashtag the true 2025. Good afternoon to everybody. Great Sunday afternoon to everybody. It's Sunday afternoon. So we're into the 2 hour. We're a little after the two hour mark. Jesse to chat with me, and I tell you, clean up some stuff that's out there to meet me, because there was a lot of noise. So it's probably for the inconvenience. Need some people come through. Now tomorrow, I might not be coming on in the morning, but most likely it might be early afternoon. I'm just gonna let you know that it might be early afternoon. I come on and stuff. Because I might take care of some things. So I said it depends. If I get finished, probably still in the morning. I'll come on, but it depends. Well, welcome, y'all. Come on through. Come on through. Come and join the conversation. Well, I'm here, y'all. So come through. Come through. Come on through. I had some people be thinking like, somebody reach out to me. They said instead of chocolate, sometimes I should do some interviews. Well, one of the guys, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. He come once in a while. He reached out to me, said, "Yo, Grinder, man, you ever think about interview? I know you your choppers. You ever think of interview people? Because they said I think you're very good doing that." I said, I love my choppers and I created it because I want that person interaction too. The people told me the choppers. I did it first. I did it first. My very first chop I did years ago is Tone Malone, and I believe the second one is Miss Butterfly herself. The only thing I should have done, like when I started doing the chop, I should have numbered them. I did quite a few chop. I did like they probably over like even close to 100. So maybe I take a shot at interview people one day, but I like my choppers. So and I know people talking about choppers. I said, I'm picking there's a few that I want to chop up with them the second parts of stuff. So I'm handpicking them. I'm handpicking them, so you know. See what happens. So you know, there's somebody that I already talked to. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but it looks like it might be. So I just gotta reach out to that person. They confirm it, but you know they was busy this past week, and so I'll reach out to them, let them know. He said, but he said he or she said, I'm so that's all I'm gonna say. Chop it up, y'all. So yeah, so there are some that I know is big time. I try to reach I'm stay on. I'm gonna stay on for a while. Why? You want to get on now? I'll be on. There are some now. They know me. You know. Want to see the link now? See the link right now, brother? Let me know. Let me know. You want to see the link now? Okay. Got you. Watch out for it. Yeah, I know some. I know some big time. They know me. I'll try to reach out for them, but hard to catch them. Oh, excuse me. All right. Look at you. Watch out for the email. So we got my boy Jesse gonna be coming on any minute now. We'll talk about some few things too, you know. Royal family. Yeah.
To be too precise.
What's up, underrated? Grand Rising.
What's good? What's good? Grand Rise to you, brother.
I've had it since I
I wanted to ask you about Eric Adams and what your thoughts on his case being dismissed was.
I didn't really check into that to tell the truth, but I know this month on his re-election, he's no longer gonna be part of the Democratic Party. He's gonna run as an independent.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. You think he has a chance of winning as an independent? Because I mean, it's like what, 10 Democrats in the race or something. Andrew Cuomo's one of them.
I'm saying him born and raised in New York. I think he got a shot. But we know about this Democratic Party too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're gonna try to throw roadblocks on it, despite how people feel. I'm just saying that I think he got a shot. I'm not saying to say that. I think he got a shot. I think he got a shot because New York. You gotta have it. See, certain cities, certain states, you gotta know your base.
Right.
And especially you're born and bred in that, the state, and especially New York City, they know his story well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could go a long way. You know what I'm saying? So if he pulled off, despite trouble he was in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he pulled this off re-election as independent,
that's a good sign for independence all over the country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're being independent. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And I think that what we was talking about in the past, we got to grow our own base.
Right.
And I think that's very important. So we got to grow our own base and everything. But if he pull this off, he's the man.
Yeah.
You gotta get a process. I tell you, you gotta get a process. Like me and you, we just talked about. Understand what the Democratic Party had disenfranchised the black man for decades.
Yep.
We gotta know people don't like talk about it. I'm not saying you, brother. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it's true. If he pulled this off, Jesse, you my witness, right?
Yep.
You hear it first right here. So anybody copy, they copy from us.
Yep.
If he pulled this off, independent, he's a trendsetter.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because I'm from New York and stuff. He's a trendsetter, bro.
Right.
They would be in big trouble. So now you got black men, you got everybody. I'm talking about New York.
Yep.
So he's a man against it. Now you got more people like going because usually New York, people can say how they want to. There's two types of New York. There's New York State. I mean, New York State, vote Democrat, but I'm saying that you go upstate, it usually Republican. New York City usually be Democrat.
Yep.
But nationally, there's always be Democrat. So if Eric Adams will pull that off and have New York on lock like that of independent,
Yeah, I think that'd be a good sign for independence.
That'd be a good sign. Then we gotta talk about the media too. Nah. yeah. What you
Yeah,
gonna
get
say
on
there
them.
too?
They're gonna be
Y'all gotta
like,
tell the
not
truth now.
man. They're gonna be singing that Jay-Z verse, "Not Guilty, You Got to Feel Me."
Huh? You hear it first from here, right, Jesse?
Yep.
I think he got a good chance, but I tell you, if he wouldn't win, that means the Democrats did something. They still follow. But I think he can still pull it off. I think he can.
So I don't know how it works in New York. How many signatures would he have to get on the ballot?
That's a good question. I don't know. I know it's over 1,000. I gotta find out. That's a good question. I gotta find out. But I think 12,000. Huh?
I know here in Denver, you have to get 300. You have to get 300 ballot signatures to get on the ballot for mayor.
In Colorado?
Yep. In Denver, yep. Now to get on the ballot in Colorado, you got to get like 1,000, at least 1,000 signatures. If you're going the independent route and you don't have a party backing you. So
I
like
think it's probably the same thing. Probably a little more. But I'm saying if he go to independent, right, he get that easy.
Yeah. I think
He get that easy. So that's what I'm saying. If he get,
I think he has to find registered independents to sign his petition.
right.
He should be able to access all of that because he's already the current mayor, so he already got access to all of those voter records.
That's right, and right. That's what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying, bro? Glad you brought that part up. That's what I'm talking like that. You know what I mean?
Because they
And I'm
kept
saying
saying
like this, huh?
it was like he's gonna run as a Republican, and it was like he's gonna have to get the Republicans to sign his petitions. And then I was like, nah, he gonna run as an independent. I had called it. I said he gonna run as an independent.
You run independent.
I said they was gonna drop it. First, I said that Trump was gonna pardon him. I was like, I think Trump gonna pardon his ass. And then Trump got in, and he was like meeting with Tom Homan, and then they was like, well, Trump is holding this over his head, so he's gonna side with Trump so he can get the charges dropped. And lo and behold, here we go. The charges got dropped without prejudice or with prejudice, so they can't retry him for the same shit. And remember, they was all on board with what Eric Adams was doing until he said, "Hey, y'all need to stop coming to New York." He went down to Columbia, told them, "Hey, y'all need to stop coming to New York." And then after that, that's when Biden's DOJ put all them charges up against him.
People could say anything about Eric Adams. I'm not saying he's a saint because he's not.
Yeah, Officer Eric Adams.
I'm just talking about us as New Yorkers now. I was switching. I'm gonna switch it up in a few. We like our own taking up for us, especially if you're black.
Mm-hmm.
As you already know, but no. You know what are you talking about?
Yeah,
we like that. What? We yeah. Mobile can come in and take out. You gotta pay.
right.
And so we gotta understand that especially us as African descent in New York and everything, we still being disfranchised.
Yep.
Do we see some people who get some crumbs and up there? Yeah, we do, but they exiled from us. But I'm saying, and I say it again, I'm gonna keep repeating. If Eric Adams pulled his sword, be the mayor of New York, independent, that's enough. That's never been.
Yeah, he said he's gonna run as an independent, but he's still a Democrat. So how is that gonna work? And oh, he did that speech. Did you hear the speech that he did the other day?
No, I didn't hear it. I heard about it. I didn't hear it though.
He was promoting Cash Patel's book, Government Gangsters. He was like, I urge every New Yorker to read this book by the new FBI director, Cash Patel, Government Gangsters.
I'm just saying that yeah, he probably backed on the Democrat, but at the same time, he running independent. I'm saying if he went independent, Democrat ain't got no choice.
Yeah, well, his
They ain't got
competition
no.
mad.
Huh?
I seen a video of his competition mad about it. They said, "Oh, this is just he just trying to buck the system or something." They were saying it was like 3 or 4 of the candidates that's running against him was like, "Yeah, this is corruption to the fullest," and they was mad about it. And then they had a forum that punk ass Al Sharpton put on, and Eric Adams didn't show up, so they felt some kind of way about that.
He can't show up. He's ain't running independent. And anyway, come on, Al Sharpton, we already know. Man, we already know about him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna get, and I want people to understand that you advocate Eric Adams. No, I'm not. I'm not saying I advocate Eric Adams, but I'm just saying this much that let's be honest here. Along the ranks, we moving up throughout the years. Y'all had not support Eric Adams. That y'all should.
Yeah,
Y'all haven't.
but they was all in support of him when he was putting them illegal migrants in fancy hotels in Manhattan.
Yeah, exactly. But when he was like, like I'm gonna tell you people, I'm gonna drop you a little history on that. Just you know what I'm talking about, because you know. But I'm gonna see he came up along the times of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
He came along the time to see us people getting locked up. He was around those times when they signed that bill in 1992.
Yeah, old Biden's bill to
Right, he
crime.
was around that time. Also, he was part of the gang too.
Yep. Yeah, the NYPD. Yeah, the biggest gang in NYC.
So he was around those times. Around the crack and all that. He was around those times.
Yep.
So it had a ripple effect on him. He got changed, you know. So plus he was a Brooklyn borough president.
Yep.
That Democrat ain't really backed him in that. I remember, see, that's what, see, bro, that's why I don't say when we people be talking, I don't say nothing because I know what I'm talking about. I was around those times too.
Right.
I was around those times. Y'all, even all shopping them, y'all ain't want to back him.
Yeah, the hell with Al.
But y'all call he was around thugs. But at the same time, he was giving people jobs. People felt, like I said, oh, we know he do his little thing here and there, but you know, Eric Adams was helping bring in jobs in the hood.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that.
Make sure the construction and all that, had the federal stuff. He bring guys. Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
like
No, they didn't. They wanted him to continue with de Blasio and Bloomberg and
no.
Johnny was on.
This was just now. We stop doing the stuff. This I was. I'm in Virginia, but I'm saying if I would have been in New York, tell him what I could do. You make sure.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't like that. They didn't like that. You go get some bait and everything, but he said, "Well, look at my people, you know."
Yeah, and then they got mad because he was like, "Hey, I need federal funding to pay for these goddamn illegal immigrants. You shipping them over here. You shipping on the Martha's Vineyard. You sending them all over here from Texas." Because Governor Abbott, Governor Bud or Hot Wheels was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send them to these sanctuary cities."
Right, and I'm right, and I'm saying people talk all they want to. Like I said, you know, that money should came to us and everything, but y'all dropping them over New York.
Yep.
What are you supposed to do? I'm not gonna ask the New Yorkers pay for it.
Nah, New Yorkers have to pay what billions of dollars for that shit.
That's what he asked federal funding. I need federal funding to take in.
And then Biden was like, nah, I'm not paying you nothing. So then Eric Adams, like I said, he went down to Colombia and was like, hey, y'all need to stop coming here. And they was calling him, they was calling him xenophobic and all this shit. And it's like, how is he xenophobic? He was letting them us come in. He said, come on in. We take you in New York. The same shit that Lori Lightfoot was doing in Chicago. Come on in. The same shit punk ass Johnson was doing here in Denver. Come on in. With just showing them how to get here and everything. Underrated. We got like 50,000 illegal migrants dropped off on us last year. Damn near brought the whole economy to a standstill. Bankrupt the health system. Bankrupt the service providers. We got all these goddamn homeless and migrant shelters. They was kicking the unhoused neighbors out of the homeless shelters and putting the migrants in. And then they was just all on trial. Did you see the hearing when they had Eric Adams, Mike Johnson, Brandon Johnson, and Michelle Wu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mayor, he going to jail. This motherfucker, he been doing the most. Johnson, he been using that app called Signal. And he was using it to communicate all the information about the migrant crisis that they caused, and then deleting the messages. So now he's under investigation for that shit. So it's all coming to a head. I ran against that fool, so I already know what he was about. You know, Bloomberg gave him $6 million. That's how he became the mayor instead of myself or anybody else that was running. So New York has a hand in our politics. Your former mayor, Michael Bloomberg.
Mm. But yeah, it's probably. I mean, it's. Well, I think I was got. I think he got. I think. I think. I think he got a chance to pull it off.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think pull it off, and I think that and then I mean, the Democrat Party said he's still going to be the Democrat, but at the same time, Democrat take a good look in the mirror now too. Like, look, because now people gonna see like, because you got Sanders from Vermont. He's an independent.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders, but he
Bernie
leans.
Sanders, right? And so he been
He
like
voted.
just so.
Yeah, he was just out here underrated. He had a big old rally out here. About 34,000 people came. Him and ALC was just out here in Denver a couple weeks ago.
So yeah, so I know the Republicans is in office, all branches, but I'm just saying that people getting tired of the people's. I mean, not us as a people, but there are people. There are some people. There are some people that different ethnic groups. They looking at it. They getting tired of these two parties, and
Yeah,
they little by little they get independent. They want the power back to the people.
right. That's why I was kind of sad that a lot of people didn't get behind Cornel West because it's like he was really the only black ticket on the ballot.
And that's sad though because because I vote independent.
Yeah, I've been independent since 2012.
So that's what I do. So, and it's sad because you get, I mean, God, I mean, they said, why you?
Because ain't neither one of them parties represent our best interests. I mean, Kamala straight up told us to our face she wasn't gonna do nothing specifically for black people. No, Biden said if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. So it's like, what the fuck? What we
We know
supposed
what,
to do?
and we know what Parkers really stand for.
Yeah, white supremacy. Racism and white supremacy. He's emboldening his base. But see, the Republicans, they don't never chastise their base. The Democrats, they
But
do that
the
shit.
people don't want to be.
Mm-hmm.
But the Democrats, they will switch up. They will like, oh yeah, you need to know. Because you know what they're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Whereas the Democrats is deceptive. It's more deceptive.
You mentioned Parkers, I don't like you niggas. Excuse my
Yep.
language. It's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Republicans come straight out with it. The Democrats, they beat around the bush with it.
But vote our base, that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. They always vote their base. But this time is different because now you have white people say, wow, what do we done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, you
they're
saw,
not getting the benefits that they want. So now
yeah, you
y'all
seen
gotta fight. Huh?
they had that big ass protest yesterday. That hands off shit.
Yeah.
Hands off PK, hands off Social Security.
Yeah. Because there are some white people saying that, you know, tell us black people say y'all need to stay home. They ain't your fight. I said there are some of them have voted for Trump, so they need to march.
Yep, exactly. Now they got voter remorse.
Listen, no. And then we got throwing to Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
And
What
50% of women that voted for Trump, y'all get on the front line now.
exactly? Y'all get them them water hoses and them dogs sicked on you. Y'all get the artillery. They I hardly seen any police at any of those protests yesterday
Well, you know why, bro?
because we wasn't there. They save all that for us. We seen that in 2020 with the George Floyd protest.
In 2020, January 6th, 2020, the people had violated.
Oh, 2021.
I mean, 2021. Sorry, I'm sorry, 2021. Thanks for correcting me.
Cool.
They violated it,
Mm-hmm.
and
And then
nothing happened to them.
they all got pardoned.
They all got caught. So that should tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
They killed some officers and all of that. They actually put the government in harm.
Yep.
And some of them had died. And they
Mm.
got pardoned.
Yeah, like what's her name? Ashley Babbitt, the one that jumped through the window. They told her don't do it. She jumped through the window anyway and got blasted. And white supremacists is still upset about that. Talking about remember Ashley Babbitt for what? Y'all did a whole insurrection, tried to take over the government, and then got rewarded for it. Mm.
And y'all voted a 30 plus count felon.
Yep, 34 count.
You can't make this up.
And now you got remorse because he done put all these goddamn tariffs on every country except for Russia and North Korea.
And also, he trying to mess with the people who have federal jobs.
Oh yeah,
And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, you mess with people. I know people they like what Trump do. You see what Trump do, understand that. But I want people to understand there's a bigger picture.
mm-hmm.
You mess with people's livelihood.
Yep.
Especially federal.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the
That
federal.
is a problem.
Yep.
That is hazard. That is a hazard to this country. What's that word? To this country. Livelihood.
Yep. People's livelihood. Mm-hmm.
You're messing that up. So I told some of my people we got to be very careful. Because I know somebody got laid off.
Yep.
Over Trump.
Yep.
Okay? So they said it was a waste of stuff like that. Waste where? Oh, I just see a bunch of people just trying to make money off it. And again, I'm politics, hey, I don't give about politics, but there are certain things need to stay so people could so this country can function. And the sad thing, some of our people is part of it, so we gotta talk about it.
Right. And politics is one of the 9 areas of human activity of which racism and white supremacy is in control of.
And you gotta know politics.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know the ins and outs. Anything that deals with livelihood, it does affect politics. It does affect people. It does affect other branches of the government, the state government, the city government. It does affect.
Yep.
Anything deals with it has an effect of a federal. It trickles down. But some people don't want to talk about it.
Mm-mm.
And then we gotta talk about it. What you doing, man? I'm saying, Trump, what you doing, man?
I don't. My vote don't matter. Or if you vote at the local and state level, that actually matters. That's what affects your day to day, not the president.
Yeah.
I wish people voted like they do for the president in the local and state elections.
That brings that to a lot. Well, I'm just saying, back in 2021, like Brother Jesse said, he pardoned all the proud people that violated the government.
Yep.
And the sad thing about it, y'all Democrats, y'all some suckers.
Right. All they can do is pull a Cory Bussey.
No way.
And speak for 25 hours about nothing.
And that's I'm gonna keep on bringing it up, and people can talk about President Clinton. But when President Clinton was a president, he had thugs, and he had thugs.
Mm-hmm.
They was not letting nothing happen.
Yeah.
We gotta keep it a buck. Even some of them was conservative. No.
Well, he came.
They coming after you, and I never seen this in my lifetime. Still, came back in the 90s. He shut the Republican Party down with that.
Yeah, well, he was.
I never in my life see. I ain't gonna say nothing in my life because you know I'm
Oh,
going to
he was-
probably did happen before then, but in my life I ain't never seen nothing like that. I said, yeah, he shut them up.
Yeah, because he was tougher on crime than they was.
Yeah, they was, but the other stuff too. You know, when they was going out there, they were tearing them up. They would bring cars. This is what wrong with it, and then they get in there for yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But now, meow,
Yep. Yeah, well,
meow,
they done lost their fight. They ain't got no fight left.
yeah. People say, "Oh, Clinton doing this." He put what was y'all doing the same thing too? Yeah, nobody said that. And that's what like people like, "Oh yeah, you for Clinton." I ain't saying for Clinton, but Clinton had thugs he had thugs in the party. Was not playing.
Was not playing. Yeah.
Had the Republican Party shook.
Yeah, he did.
He did. The whole United States.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come after me? Okay. I remember it was somebody was running for Congress. Somewhere I forgot. I think it was in Delaware, right?
Yeah.
Bubba was messing with them, right? Clinton sent some of the people down there, shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Yo, you want to play? Me or Black? I think he was a one turn I think he was a one turn congressman in Delaware. Shut him down, shut the people down. Like, yeah, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I said, oh, Clinton ain't playing. Send the surrogates down there. Yeah, really. Shut it down like that. Oh, look at Clinton doing this. Look at Clinton. Clinton like, yeah. Just like when he happened with Monica Lewinsky, right?
Yep. Yeah, his
Look what
intern.
happened to that.
They tried to impeach him.
Yeah, they good. Because he had thugs and surrogates.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have that. You gotta have people willing to get their hands dirty. To do what's right. Not afraid.
Right. And they don't have they're too scary.
Yeah, it's scary. I remember the Clinton came to New York. It was back in mid-90s. You should see anybody that ran for New York that was black got elected. And he came. Him and his wife came. When I told him it was a clean sweep in New York at the time for Congress, in New York, it was a clean sweep. Each and every got elected. He came in. We're gonna get you in. We're gonna get you in Washington. So you want to see. You want to see. You know how he talk. Want to see.
Was it Herman Holloway? Was that the congressman?
I believe so, but I forgot. I can't remember what year that, but I know it was in the mid-90s.
Yeah, because I just looked it up and it looked like it's Herman M. Holloway, Senior, Senator, District 2 of Wilmington, Delaware.
Probably was him, yeah. But in New York, he got each and every guy elected as Democrat. Clean sweep. No Republican. No Republicans.
They haven't had a Republican since what, Reagan.
In New York at that time, from the city all the way up to federal, the Democrats had locked.
Yep, they had a super majority like in California.
locked.
Hmm.
Every time I'm telling you, people don't know. Every takeaway Clinton go, he makes sure we gotta take care of city, take care of state. Locked. Dang.
Last time.
Just as with Obama when he ran for re-election for president back in 2012.
Yep.
You're never gonna see nothing like that again.
No. Hell no.
Never. Blow that was. I said, dang.
And now look.
I remember Rami was leading maybe like 100 something. I think it was like 180 to 130. That was like before 8 o'clock.
Yep.
After 8:30,
All bets were off.
that was done. Because you think about it, he had 240 already. After 8:30, y'all.
Yep. It was called quick.
Then before 10 o'clock, he was 270. So it was a matter of time. How many electoral votes he gonna get? How many electoral votes how he gonna get? Now it's how many states he gonna get?
Yeah.
Now it's all before 8 o'clock, family. I said, I never forget that because it was cold.
Yeah.
Oh, it was break cold. And I was doing security at the time.
Oh, you was?
Yeah, I was doing security at the time. And so
I was doing security too.
hmm.
I was doing security when he got the nomination in 2008 here in Colorado at the DNC.
Yeah. But I'm saying though, that in 2012, I'm like, man, it was a smack. And you see that 270 after 10 before 10, that 270 turned 280. Then it went to 300.
Mm-hmm.
Then went to 320. I'm like, God. Then he's had to wait another day because they was waiting for Florida. They was waiting for Maine and all that. He got Florida. I like because after he got Florida, it was done. Matter of fact, he got Florida before 10 o'clock that night.
Yep.
I said he took all the swing states.
Yep, he took all the swing states. Mm-hmm.
He took all the swing states. That's why he reached like 230, 240 before 10 o'clock.
Yep, the final tally was 332 to 206. He got 51% of the popular vote, and Romney got 47.2% of the popular vote.
That was a smack.
Yeah.
And they said maybe Romney was the weak one. No, that was not. He was a weak one. Anybody could run for Republican. Obama would have won anyway.
Right. Because at that time, the American public had enough of Bush.
Right.
So Bush fucked up the Republican brand for at least a decade.
But that night, 2012, you'll never see that again.
Or 08 or 2008.
Yeah, you never. Yeah, 2008 is cool. I like 2008, but that 2012, And it got, and it seemed like his day was getting, when he was the leftover, it was getting more. And I was like, okay, you got 280. All right, cool.
Yep. He took all the battleground states except for North Carolina. But yeah, Florida went for him. The whole West Coast went for him.
The whole West Coast. Yeah.
My state went for him. The state beneath us went for him. New Mexico. And he got the whole Northeast, just about. Yep. Yeah, the whole Northeast except for West Virginia and Indiana. Yeah.
He got had Indiana too, right?
Yeah, what?
I said in 2012 he won Indiana, right?
No, and not in 2012. Indiana went for Romney.
Oh well, yeah, he had a few, but all other states he had the whole USA covered.
Yeah, all the big time states with the most electoral votes. Yep.
What about Texas? He won Texas. No, he didn't win Texas, right?
No, he didn't get Texas. Texas went for Romney.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why you got that. So you think about it. Picture if he would have had Texas. I said, how picture he would have got Texas? It would have been done. It would have been worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Texas at that time had 38 electoral votes. So if we had 332 without Texas, we would have got Texas. It was, 332, that would have been like 380, 390, something like that. Talk about a landslide.
Yeah. I'm surprised the media never really talked about that. Did a special on that.
Yeah. And now, look at old Sambo. He can walk down the street now and people don't even ask for his autograph no more.
No. Sure don't.
You don't even have to walk around with security detail no more because nobody's even checking for him no more.
Yeah.
The Democrats did it to themselves. They thought that they could fear monger and shame their base and to keep in power, and that did not work. And he lost twice. He lost with Hillary Clinton, and he lost with Kamala Harris. But yeah, that's all I wanted to get up here and talk about underrated.
Okay.
Are you gonna go live again later?
Think about that. I gotta see how I feel.
Okay. All right. Well, appreciate you having me on. I'm about to lay down because it's been a long weekend already. But appreciate you having me on. Make sure y'all check out Frontline Black News later. We'll be going live later on this evening.
Okay, brother. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace. Yeah, brother Jesse on here. Talk about some stuff in here. So again, welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. This is the ninth Sunday conversation with the number one grinder, hashtag family, hashtag the truth. 2025. Most like I probably stay a little longer than anybody else come through. Well, so sometimes I stay a little longer. Never know who's gonna come through. Yeah, but we back here. No, and also I might have a special soon. Not gonna tell you what sport it is, but it's special. Might have to confirm that too. Hold on for 1 second. Let me check out something. I'm back. Looks like I probably 30 few minutes. See if I come back. I'll cut this off. Matter of fact, let me cut this off. No, I'm gonna come back on later on. I doubt it, but if not, you'll hear me from me tomorrow. Thank y'all. Thanks, brother Jesse, to come on. Um, you have a great Sunday. This is the last of ninth Sunday. Ninth Sunday conversation with number one grinder. Hashtag family. Hashtag the truth. So, you have a blessed day. Be blessed. Be blessed. This one is Ghost. Out. Peace.